I'm Victoria Pearson, but you can call me V, and due to some very poor family planning skills on my part, I am currently in the middle of going to every single open day for every single university and college in the UK, it feels like. My almost 16-year-old is looking for the perfect college placement for them, so I'm looking at all the different colleges locally. And then my 17-year-old is looking for the perfect university placement for them, and so we're going to all of the universities. A lot of the universities that we've been going to have been in the London area. If you've seen my daily gratitude, you will have seen that I am absolutely exhausted by it. And it does mean getting up very early and going into London in the mornings, but that does also mean that we get to see some cool things when we're on our way around these university campuses and looking at them. Some of the buildings are very, very cool. I thought you guys might like to see them. We have a train station in our village, but it has been a replacement bus for 6 months, maybe, even longer perhaps, I can't remember, but the replacement bus takes an absolute age to get to the main line station, and then from the main line station we would have to change again to get into London. And so instead of doing all that faff, we drove to a train station that's about 20-25 minutes away from us. It's called Flitwick Station, and that has a direct train into London. So we had to leave here at about 6:30 in the morning, so I was up at 5:30 doing my daily gratitude and getting ready to go. And then we drove into Flitwick Station. We got there nice and early. I had pre-booked the tickets and already collected them from a machine in a different train station earlier in the week, so we were all sorted on that. And so we hopped on the train, and it was about at this point that I realised I had accidentally got on the slow train instead.
We will be calling at Leagrave, Luton, Luton Airport Parkway, Harpenden, St Albans City, London St Pancras International, Farringdon, London Blackfriars, London Bridge, Norwood Junction, East Croydon, South Croydon, Purley, Red Hill, Earlswood, Salfords, Hawley, Gatwick Airport, and Three Bridges.
That was okay. It was not too bad, and we did get to see a big variety of the southeast England countryside as we passed by. Quite a lot of industrial areas as well as some rural areas too. And so it wasn't too bad. It was a nice journey, and we were still going to get there on time. Of course, I did get off at the wrong station, which meant that we did get to see this gorgeous view of the Thames and London Bridge and the Shard. I had convinced myself that that was where I could get a connection to Canary Wharf, but I was wrong about that. It was fine. We spoke to a train guard. He directed us to a train that would get us directly to where we were going without any more changes. We managed to arrive good and on time, and we took a walk through Greenwich to get to the campus. And the campus buildings themselves are absolutely gorgeous. It was really, really beautiful being so close on the river. Really gorgeous and inspiring view. I'd love to work looking out over that. Just look how grand those old buildings are. Just beautiful. And then at one point my daughter went off to go on a tour of some of the labs that were there for the students to use, and there wasn't really enough room for parents and guardians as well, and so I sat out on the grass here and checked out the buildings. It was very, very nice, if a little bit humid. It was actually sweltering. And then Greenwich campus is very, very close to the Cutty Sark, so while we were there we went and had a look round. And when I say we had a look round, I mean we walked around it and had a look around it, because going into it cost £18 per person. I had actually seen the Cutty Sark as a child before it burnt down and was rebuilt in 2012, and my daughter wasn't particularly interested in going to see it, so we didn't bother. There are lots and lots of free museums in London, including near here, the Maritime Museum, that you can go to instead. We did think this was a real dude, though. It isn't. We could have then taken the ferry here back to the main stations and got the train back there, but we decided instead to walk back through Greenwich Market and check that out, and then go back via the train again. I normally love a good poke through the market, but it was just too busy and it had been too much of a long day. We did wonder when we got to Greenwich Station whether what we could see here was actually the observatory, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Can you make it out? It's just beyond these trees. Right here, see? Is it the observatory? I know it's close by. We came on the train home and got home for about probably 5 o'clock, and I think I probably fell asleep almost straight away when I got home. It was absolutely exhausting. I find London very, very tiring, but my daughter had a great day and she really enjoyed checking out what the university had to offer. It did feel like an exceptionally long journey home. I didn't even really appreciate the landscape. That isn't obviously the only open day that I've been on. We've got a few more ahead of us as well still. And we went to Holloway a couple of weeks ago, Royal Holloway, which is in Egham, which is still a London university, but it's not as in the centre as Greenwich. And the buildings there were absolutely gorgeous as well. The grounds were really, really lovely. And it seems like there are a lot of really, really beautiful universities that are around. And I'm looking forward to looking at some more. That was our little trip to Greenwich. It was just a quick little vlog today to show you some of that because some of it is really gorgeous. I do wish that I could spend some more time there filming, but it's always so constantly moving in London. It feels weird to stop and try and film. I feel like I'm getting in people's way. So I didn't do that this time. Join me next week for my next vlog. I have no idea what it's going to be on again, but I know that it will be on Monday at 6 a.m. UK time. And I will come and vlog to you about something. I think I've also got scheduled some Witchy Wednesday intuitive card readings for you, and so I think they're scheduled for about 11 o'clock in the morning, so do be checking those out too. Let me know if they resonate with you. I'd love to see if they're reaching anybody. I will also be here every morning in your shorts doing my daily gratitude, taking a great big deep breath to start my day off right, and I hope that you join me in that because it's ever so nice to hear that a lot of you do. And if I haven't killed him yet, we'll be checking in with Dave the Terrarium on Tuesday. Until then, you have yourself a magical week.